everyone, it's Tour With Us Thursday, and today we're at Keep Your Fork at 307 East 12th Street in Joshua, and we're here with the owner, Kayla Pruitt. How are you, Kayla?
I'm good.
Good.
Really excited you're here.
I'm excited to be here.
Yes, you've been a customer for so long, so this is an exciting experience to do with you.
Thank you, and thank you for saying yes. I appreciate it. I know it takes time out of your day, and I appreciate it.
Well, thank you.
So, when did Keep Your Fork start?
It started in 2020, the year that we're all scared of.
The most famous year of all.
Yes, the most famous year of all. Keep Your Fork was a COVID pivot for me, actually. I was a face painter pre-COVID. And then, it happened and I lost my livelihood within a matter of months. And I actually had a girlfriend who owns Jackson James Boutique in Burleson. She was looking for someone to meal prep for her. And I was like, I could do that.
Because you like to cook.
Exactly. And it just grew from there. So many people already being home because they were working from home at the time. And it just organically grew whenever I started saying, hey, I'm going to do this. And it took a life of its own.
And starting out of your house.
Yes. So I did start out of my house. I did just a handful of people at first, and then just by referrals, it kept growing. I was actually in 2020 doing a house renovation, and you can imagine how that went. Losing your livelihood and going into a world shutdown was very fun. So we were renovating my house at the time and actually building my kitchen out to be able to prep in, but we grew too big. So we ended up with a storefront and a commercial kitchen now.
It's amazing.
Yes.
So when did the storefront actually open?
So we officially opened up in February of 2022. So we've been here now for officially a full year.
Yay.
Yes, I know. We have a full commercial kitchen in the back, and then we do the retail space up here.
That was, I think, my highlight is whenever I'm going to closings and I can stop in and grab something to eat. And you put in the microwave, and I was like so excited.
We did complimentary microwaves. I thought people would love that. A lot of my lunch people, we actually got a lot of like the oil rig workers that would come through and grab lunch and be able to put it in, or we also have a lot of police officers and firefighters that will stop in and grab lunch from us too. So the microwave is very, very efficient.
I thought that. I mean, you thought of everything when you opened up the storefront.
Yes, that was our goal. We wanted to go for a modern version of a Friends type vibe with the couch, the eating, you can sit down and grab coffee. It definitely came together as a very well experience to come in here.
Yeah, I have enjoyed it, and I enjoy your food. So tell us, how can people order and how can people find the menu?
So our menus drop every Friday at noon. You can find it on our Facebook page. We also have a private prep group where we have a lot of fun in there, as you know.
Goodies.
Yes, we do all different specials and sales in there, but we also have a full website. So after our menu goes live every Friday at noon, and our website opens up at that point too, and you can order online. And we cook fresh every Sunday, so we don't even have freezers here. We cook and purchase all of our groceries the same day, so it's very, very fresh food. My whole concept of cooking is a better options, fast food type convenience for the average busy type person. So you can, if you don't place an order, you can also come in on Mondays, because everything extra we put here in our grab and go case for the retail side of things. So people like you, which is empty right now.
We sell out quick,
Yes, we're only staffed on Mondays from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. So we only have one day a week. It's fresh cooking. It's ready to go. I usually finish cooking right before we open. So the food, whenever I say is fresh, it's very fresh.
So Keep Your Fork. Where did you come up with that name?
Well, like we were talking, Keep Your Fork actually comes from a very personal aspect in time in my life for sure. Like I was saying, in 2020, whenever all the world happened and I had this pivot, I was also going through a very personal journey. I had cervical cancer, and I ended up having to have a hysterectomy in 2020. You can imagine that journey as is a really tough one to go through. I'm a young female, and that was even harder to process and deal with. And about 2 or 3 weeks before my surgery, I read a story about a fork, and I got it tattooed on my arm. So I get known a lot as the girl with the fork tattoo. And it was a mindset change. It helped me mentally get through a lot of things. It relates to a biblical concept of, whenever you go to fancy dinners or luncheons, you eat your entrees, and then after everything's cleared, out comes the dessert. And you always want to keep your fork whenever the dessert comes out, because it's a simple reminder that the best is yet to come. So it helped me a lot get through that. And naturally, I had a lot of people think the fork came after cooking, but the fork came before cooking. And then whenever I started Keep Your Fork, it was just natural that whenever I was trying to come up with a name and think, how do I do this whole life change? I went from being a face painter to now a meal prep chef. What do I call it? It was on my arm the whole time. So I called it Keep Your Fork. And
when you shared that story with me, and I was just like, that is so true. Keep your fork, the best is yet to come, and dessert, top it off. But your meals, your dishes are different than anything I've ever tasted.
I tried to keep the message of Keep Your Fork in the sense of, I truly believe that there is a level of grace and love and hope you can wrap into such a simple gesture as making someone a home-cooked meal. And I get that a lot from customers, and I always try to remind myself that I feel that's God's way of expressing himself through my food to my customers, that those are things that I want people to know. I want them to feel that whenever they eat my food, and I want them to know that the best is so much yet to come through everything that we're dealing with. And food is such a universal way to love on someone.
It is. So tell us, what are your top 2 dishes that...
Oh man.
Just 2. I know there's a lot.
I know there's so many, but I definitely would have to say, and I think you can contest, is my meatloaf. I am known for my meatloaf. It is my personal recipe, my own handcrafted dish. I used to always say I thought my cooking skills were my wifey skills. Never thought I'd turn it into something that was profitable. But my meatloaf is my signature dish. Definitely anybody who eats our food, we sell out a meatloaf instantly. Sometimes minutes after we open up the door.
Oh, wow. Just rush in here.
Yes, they do. They're at the door waiting whenever we have meatloaf. So definitely I would say that would be the number 1 dish is meatloaf. And then probably out of some of my more low-carb, keto-friendly dishes, probably my Mississippi pot roast with my cauliflower mash.
Yeah. Yes.
Yep. I'm known for the cauliflower mash. A lot of my low-carb customers love that dish.
So you do cater to a low-carb menu. I do remember that. The cauliflower mash is my favorite. Do you do vegetarian?
We don't so much say that we are a specific dieting type of prep service. We do better options, but we do allow our customers to do substitution ability if they order online. So they can definitely cater dishes to their preference. So you can do substitutions if you don't want mashed potatoes and you'd prefer cauliflower mash. You can make those substitutions and customize it for yourself.
Because I know you have the regular mash and I always put in
Yes. We just try to give you a good, wholesome menu to choose from, and then you cater it how you want to do it for whatever fits your needs, because we are big about telling people in store healthy means a lot of different things to a lot of different people.
Amen.
And just me and my staff, we are most of my staff is all single moms. So we cater to people just like us. We're average, busy people. We're not in the gym hitting it hard. We're just trying to not eat heavy processed foods, and we want better choices. So we try to very much focus on that fresh aspect and be more wholesome cooking than any type of dieting specific.
How about gluten-free?
Some of our dishes naturally end up being gluten-free just off of that concept. But we're not that specific on the menu.
Right. So if someone said, hey, is this gluten-free? We would be able to say.
Yeah, we'd be able to tell. And all of our ingredients, like I said, we don't have anything frozen. We trim our own chicken, snap our own green beans. Everything's super fresh here. So our ingredients list are very transparent. So it's very easy for us to give you a list of what is in the dishes. And you can easily track or put it into apps or be able to calculate whatever you're needing.
That's my favorite. Anytime I ask you and you'll just be like,
yep, here it is. Yep, very simple. I always tell people that just shoot me a message or message the page and we can easily get you taken care of.
So we can order online.
Yes.
We have the Facebook page.
Yep.
And we can grab and go.
Every Monday from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m.
Okay. And what else is available in the store?
So we are only staffed on Mondays. But a big chunk of our concept of business is we also love small businesses. So we try to cater to a lot of small businesses, and we do a concept called Grab and Go Sweets in conjunction with our Grab and Go Meals. And we have a Grab and Go Goods. So with our Grab and Go Goods, we have Joshua's local honey beekeeper, WW Bees Honey, here in store. And we also carry another local person, Turk Jerk Jerky.
Yeah.
We carry his jerky in store, and then every week we highlight a local cottage baker, and they will bring sweets in that you can add to your meals whenever you order, or come in store on Monday and pick up from the case as well.
Oh, fantastic. And your husband, he makes desserts.
He's gonna kill you whenever he hears you say your husband. But yes, he as much as I'm popular for my meatloaf, he's very popular for his banana pudding. A lot of you forks go a little crazy for that. It's definitely grown his confidence in doing it, but he has been highlighted in the store with us. It's Bad Coach's Baking.
Bad Coach's Baking.
Yep.
I knew it was like the catch.
Yep. He's a football coach, so it was a fun time whenever he wanted to kind of start up that we came up with the Bad Coach's Baking, and his banana pudding is, yes, everyone goes crazy for it. Yeah, bad to the bone. You can go onto our page and you'll see a lot of the customers ask for it weekly.
I bet that, or they're waiting at the door for that too.
Yep, they are, definitely.
So what do you love about Joshua?
Well, I can tell you, so I'm born and raised here. My family doesn't go far outside of, they're both from Cleburne. So Joshua has been my home since I was little. And I will say, whenever I was younger, I wanted to get out of here. I ran off to Dallas and wanted to experience the world and learn all the things, but I found my way back. And I've loved the growth that Joshua's had. It's such a hub right now for small businesses. Like we said earlier, small businesses are just small people that are trying to do big things. And I love all the big things that are happening here right now, and that I get to be one of their brick and mortar locations as well here in Joshua. So probably it's growth. I'm really proud of Joshua and how far it's come.
Well, I'm really proud of you and your storefront, and I just wanted to share a story with everyone, and I appreciate your time.
Thank you.
And I pray that it just continues to grow.
Thank you. I appreciate it. It wouldn't be possible without customers like you. So I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Well, everyone, that's Keep Report.